Okay, so this is a little instructional video on how to do the persona interview. So the first thing is, I'd like to talk about the purpose of the persona interview. So the purpose is to loosen the Velcro of our personas, which are the hats we wear, the various roles that we inhabit, and to feel our own vitality and our life energy coming through our essence. And our essence is who we really are, regardless of what hats we're wearing or what roles we're inhabiting or what jackets of persona we might be wearing. So the persona interview is made up of 6 questions, and there's a handout on the discussion board that has the 6 questions and also the prep for it, which is to decide which personas of yours you'd like to have interviewed by your learning buddy. And then sometime in the next several weeks, go ahead and set up a phone date or a Skype date with your learning buddy. And set aside maybe anywhere from a half an hour to an hour for that, because some people can go through it real quick and other people like to kind of expand out into it and really broaden their exploration. So just give yourself up to an hour for it. And print out the questions or have them up on the screen while you're doing it. And what I'd like you to do is name the persona. You can either use the names that are provided there in the handout for some popular personas, or go ahead and come up with your own name. We'll use my Illuminatrix persona in this particular example so that you'll know how to do it. So how I want you to do is when you're being interviewed is to stand up while you're on the phone or while you're on Skype, and think of the posture that this persona takes on. And you might even have an outfit for her as well, although you could play with that later. It's not really necessary to the interview. So my Illuminatrix persona is my primary persona, and the outfit that she wears is kind of, like I said, a combination between Wonder Woman and a Greek goddess. So picture Wonder Woman with her wristlets on. They have flashlights. She's wearing her headband that has a miner's flashlight on it. And her little bra has 2 little flashlights and has a flashlight on her belt. And she's got flowing robes, and it's all white, of course. And so her persona is kind of like this. You know, she's a hero persona, so she's always saving the day and saving people and helping people, and so her posture is something like this. So when we're interviewing my Illuminatrix, I would step in. You know, literally imagine that there's a place back here where you're not in persona, and there's a place up here where you're in persona. So step into your persona and step into her posture, and then the interviewer will ask these 6 questions. And then you'll answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. And if you like the person who's interviewing you, you could request for them to write the answers down, if that's something that you'd like to have for posterity. So the interviewer, before each of the 6 questions, you actually use the name of the persona. So, for example, Illuminatrix, what is the most important thing to you? Illuminatrix, what are you most proud of? Illuminatrix, when did you make your first appearance? Illuminatrix, who did you learn your style from? Illuminatrix, what are you most afraid of? And then the last question is, Illuminatrix, what do you most want? So that's the format of it. And then at the end of the interview, I want the interviewee to step back out of the persona and just kind of shake it off. And the most important thing to remember with this is to be playful, have fun with it, allow it to be a real sort of improvisational exploration. And one of the things that you can do even further from this is to take a look at what is the essence quality that the persona might be smuggling in. There's always some essence quality that for one reason or another we don't feel safe enough to deliver directly, and so we deliver it through persona. And in the case of Illuminatrix, her essence quality is insight and wisdom. So, and each persona is going to be smuggling in something different. So just have that be part of the inquiry. And it may not come to you at first, but just sort of wonder about it. Go, you know, use that sound. and just let yourself wonder about, I wonder what the essence quality that this persona is smuggling in. I wonder what it is. And the ultimate idea here is not that we want to get rid of our personas, but that we want to make friends with them and have them help us instead of holding us back. And you know, one of my personas is a hyper competent. Now she comes in handy when it comes time to doing my taxes, so I wouldn't want to get rid of her altogether. So you can kind of get the idea of, we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but just sort of include the persona in our field of love, in our field of awareness, and welcome them into the wholeness of who we are. And I'll be really interested to hear what sort of things arise for you from this exploration. Feel free to share on either this call or the next call. I'll create some space for that sharing, or you can share on the discussion board, okay? And if you have any questions, just give me a shout.